Hello, everyone. Today, let's dive into how a classic painting connects to the biblical story of Christ and that blockbuster novel, The Da Vinci Code, that stirred up so much controversy. It weaves together history, art, and religion in a way that makes you wonder, are these mysteries just the author's imagination, or do they have some real biblical roots? Let's start with Christ in the Bible. As we all know, the New Testament describes Jesus Christ sharing the Last Supper with his 12 disciples. It's a pivotal moment. Jesus predicts that one of them will betray him. The Bible records how the disciples were stunned, and Judas turned out to be the traitor, selling Jesus out for 30 pieces of silver. This story doesn't just shape Christian faith, it's seeped into Western culture. For instance, the number 13 became unlucky because there were 13 people at the table, with Judas arriving last. Now, shift to Leonardo da Vinci's famous mural, The Last Supper. This painting captures the exact instant when Jesus announces the betrayal, with 13 figures around the table, Jesus in the center, and the disciples reacting in various ways. Judas clutches a money bag, hinting at his greed and betrayal, which directly echoes the biblical account. But here's the big puzzle. The disciple to Jesus' right, who should be John, a young man according to the Bible, looks incredibly feminine. Long hair, soft features, and even dressed in what seems like matching outfits with Jesus. This ties straight into the core code of the Da Vinci Code. In the novel, this mysterious disciple isn't John at all. It's another key woman from the Bible, Mary Magdalene. She was one of Jesus' most devoted followers, joining the disciples early on. The Bible tells us that when Jesus was crucified, the other disciples fled, but Mary stayed by his side, watching him suffer and die, and even helped with his burial. 3 days later, she was the first to find the empty tomb and witness the resurrected Jesus, earning her sainthood with July 22nd as her feast day. But the novel takes it further. It claims Mary wasn't just a follower. She was Jesus' wife, carrying his bloodline. Imagine this: a woman holding Jesus' holy blood, like a living holy grail, bearing his sacred lineage and giving birth to his descendants. These heirs, the story goes, have been passed down through generations, hidden in the shadows of history, potentially merging into European royalty and influencing countless events. The plot unfolds layer by layer, revealing how Mary fled Jerusalem with her child, her bloodline surviving in secret, challenging everything we thought we knew about Jesus. Could his hidden family still be out there today? In the painting, her pose with Jesus forms an M shape, hinting at Magdalene, and an inverted triangle like a chalice. This is the legendary Holy Grail. The novel argues that the Grail isn't a physical cup, but a symbol for the woman holding Jesus' holy blood, Mary and her bloodline descendants. This secret has been guarded for over a millennium by the Priory of Sion, a mysterious order, to prevent the Church from erasing this forbidden history. It sounds like pure fiction, but author Dan Brown insists in the preface that all descriptions of art and history are factual. He claims the Priory of Sion is a real historical group, with Da Vinci as a member. Details in the painting, like the disciples' hand gestures forming a musical score or the daytime background instead of night, are interpreted as clues. The controversy exploded. A 2006 UK survey showed that 1 in 5 adults had read the book, and 60% believed Jesus and Mary were married with a child. Even the Vatican criticized it, leading to bans in some religious strongholds. But what's the truth? Some counter from a biblical angle. The Orthodox Bible never mentions Jesus marrying, and Mary, though important, was excluded from the 12 disciples. The musical code in the novel was questioned too, since Da Vinci's era used 4-line staves, not 5. However, later discoveries in Da Vinci's manuscripts showed 5-line staff designs, proving he might have invented it, adding more intrigue. From a historical view, this might link to Renaissance power struggles, with Da Vinci using his art to subtly mock the Church and challenge authority through biblical tales. Looking at Da Vinci's later works, like St. John the Baptist or Mona Lisa, they often feature similar mysterious female faces. Some say these echo Mary from the Last Supper, hinting at Jesus' holy blood story. These paintings are layered, with underdrawings even showing saintly imagery, making you wonder if Da Vinci was hiding extra biblical Christ legends in his art. In summary, from the Bible's Last Supper to the novel's Grail secrets, this tale is packed with debate. It reminds us that when art and faith intertwine, interpretations are endless. Does Jesus' bloodline exist? Is the priory real? It might forever be a mystery. But the Bible's core, Jesus' sacrifice, resurrection, and love, remains the foundation of Christianity. What do you think? Feel free to comment and discuss. See you next time.